It's the Community Ties Program with Alex Mikos on Tiger Country 97.5 WTGR.
Welcome into Community Ties like we do each and every weekday. We sit down with a member from the community to talk about an organization or an event. And today we are very, very happy to talk about presidential turkeys. As if you find your way on 49 in Mercer County, you're going to come across Fort Recovery and Cooper Farms in the spotlight today. As Gary Cooper joins us on the phone, as he's currently in D.C., as he's the Chief Operating Officer of Cooper Farms, also the Chairman of the National Turkey Federation. First, Gary, happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to you too, Alex.
What an experience. My, oh my, the last few months have been really, really exciting for you and all the individuals that are involved. But I guess, Gary, let's go back to the start of it all. And I guess the process that we're talking about, and that is something that has become a tradition here in the United States, and that is the presidential turkey.
That's right, yeah. So actually, I was elected as the chairman of the National Turkey Federation last February, and when that happened, I knew that I was going to get to have the turkeys raised in our operation and then select two and take them to Washington, D.C. for Thanksgiving. And so my son Cole and his family, Vanessa, and my new grandson Case, they all volunteered to raise the turkeys. And so he's got a small farm there in just north of Fort Recovery.
Now, is this the first time that Cooper Farms has been able to participate in this special honor?
Actually, this is our second time. My brother Jim did it back in 1996. He brought two turkeys out to President Clinton, and the one that was selected, he named Carl. And the reason for that is our divisional manager there in Fort Recovery, Carl Link, was the one that helped raise him, and so he named him Carl back then. Today, we don't actually get to name the turkeys. The White House staff and the president's family, along with some social media voting, get to name the two turkeys.
Now, do we know what those names might be?
We selected out a group of about 8 names, and we submitted them to the White House staff to choose from. And so, no, we don't know which ones they chose, but there was 2 names that we didn't submit, but we thought was kind of cute. We took the one of the turkey's cousins, if you will, over to Cleveland, and while over there at the elementary school, one of the kids offered his name option as an elementary student, and he thought they should be called lunch and dinner.
Oh my! Wow. As well, that's now. This has been sort of a traveling experience. I mean, obviously, right now you're in D.C., but you mentioned your trip to Cleveland. Cooper Farms has been out on the road, I guess.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So back in September and October, we started inviting the local schools in about a 20-mile or 30-mile radius of the farm to bring their students out and learn more about raising turkeys. And we showed them how we feed them and water them and take care of them and the different types of turkeys. And so that, along with, we took turkeys to a school in Cincinnati, Columbus, and Cleveland, along with some TV stations. So all told, there were over 3,000 students that were exposed to turkeys, and many of them for the first time had never even been close to a turkey, or I guess you might say got to learn about turkeys. So that's been a really fun experience.
So it's been an educational experience for a lot of folks, and it's got to be a fun experience. We're really excited for the happenings when looking at Thanksgiving. Now, when talking about the 2, because you have 2 there in D.C. right now, how many were in the flock?
Well, actually, we started with 66. We placed them back on July the 7th. And now they're about 21 weeks of age. And from those 66, we selected out these 2 finalists. In fact, some people have likened it to like a Mystery Universe contest. These are Tom and first runner-up, right? So, anyways, these are the nicest-looking ones. They love to, they love to strut, puff their feathers up. They're colored, beautiful. They're very, I guess you'd say, docile and calm and cooperative. We, in the past, there has been a situation with one of the past chairmans where, for whatever reason, the turkey decided to fly off of the table in front of the president. They had to chase him around the Rose Garden. So we wanted to make sure that we didn't have that problem.
So these are very well-behaved turkeys, or at least that's the hope. And now, do both of them get a chance to go to the White House for the festivities for this afternoon?
Yes, actually, that's tomorrow. We'll be taking them over approximately around lunchtime over there, both of them, and then we'll select out the best one from the two. And at about 2 to 2:15, President Obama will come out, and he'll actually give a speech, and then Cole will take the chosen one and set him up on the table, and President Obama will pardon him. And then actually both of them get pardoned, if you will. They go out to a farm called Morven Park. It's out in Leesburg, Virginia, about an hour and a half drive outside the city. And they have a 2-acre section that they call Turkey Hill. And actually the turkey from last year, Caramel, the 2 turkeys that were taken to the president last year were Caramel and Popcorn. Caramel's still out there, and so our 2 turkeys are going to get to meet Caramel from last year.
Great names, and
Yeah.
wow, it is amazing, because I was going to ask you that question of where the turkeys would end up, but going to Virginia, and is that something that will take place each and every year from here on out?
They went to a variety of places. Actually, in some years past, they've taken them even to Disney World and been in the parade on Thanksgiving Day, but they don't do that now. It's kind of varied over the years, but for now, that's the plan, to take them to Morven Park, yes.
We're talking with Gary Cooper, Chief Operating Officer of Cooper Farms and Chairman of the National Turkey Federation, and really exciting time for Cooper Farms and Gary and his family as they have the presidential turkey for 2014, as the birds will be pardoned. And, well, talking about just that entire experience, Gary, I absolutely love your website, because cooperfarms.com, you have a whole section of the presidential turkey and also the history as this event goes back.
That's correct. Yeah, actually, for our company, we are celebrating our 76th year. Last year was our anniversary year, 75 years. And then the National Turkey Federation that I'm a chairman of, this next year in 2015, it's their 75th anniversary. So my chairmanship has been kind of exciting, being sandwiched between the 2 75th anniversaries. But this program has went back. I'm the 67th chairman of the Turkey Federation to take a turkey to the president. So it's went back that 67 years. And prior to that, it went all the way back to Ulysses S. Grant. And at that time, they selected particular turkey farmers to bring turkeys in over the years prior to the National Federation, Turkey Federation getting involved.
We're getting ready for Turkey Day. No better way in doing so than talking about the presidential turkeys for 2014 as Cooper Farms with a special honor, and it is great to have them on the Community Ties program for this Wednesday, as we'll come back in just a few as more with Gary Cooper, Chief Operating Officer of Cooper Farms and Chairman of the National Turkey Federation, when we return right here on Community Ties.
The Community Ties program continues with Alex Mikos on Tiger Country 97.5 WTGR.
Welcome back to Community Ties. As Alex Mikos sitting in with you on a Wednesday, we're getting ready for Turkey Day as Thanksgiving tomorrow, and we are really excited to be sitting down with Cooper Farms as we were talking with Gary Cooper, Chief Operating Officer of Cooper Farms and the Chairman of the National Turkey Federation. And his son joins us now on the show, Cole Cooper. And Cole, thanks a lot for joining me this morning.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Now, you are the turkey farmer for this great honor in the presidential turkeys for 2014. What was it like finding out that news?
When my dad found out, or my dad was kind of in line to be chairman, he kind of knew that this was one of the honors bestowed upon him, was to get to do this pardon turkey, or the National Thanksgiving Turkey. So he more or less didn't have an option of somebody else raising them. I told him, I said, if you're going to do this, I'm raising the birds. So I almost forced him to let me do this. So it's been a great time. It's just been a heck of an honor to have to be able to do this. So not everybody gets to say that they've had this opportunity. So
now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you were able to raise these birds behind your house?
Yeah, we the birds hatched on July 7th. So prior to that, my house there north of Fort Recovery in Mercer County, we built a barn prior to that, a 16 by 20 barn, and it was specifically just for these guys. So I started with 66 birds, and since July 7th, since the day I brought them home, we've been raising birds. So
now, was it pretty clear and easy to pick the top two?
Yeah, kind of. Birds in general, they kind of wean themselves out to a certain point. Not all of them gain the way they should, or now they might not feather out the same. So as they got bigger, naturally I needed more room in my barn for them. So I had a friend or a buddy that was taking them for me. So as they got older, I needed more room. I just took out the ones that, all right, these guys aren't going to be a candidates because they're not big enough, or they're not feathering out right, or their temperament's not right. So I just naturally, as I needed more room, I just started taking 5 out here, 10 out here, and got them down to the 13 or 14 that I had left. And then out of that, I had 7 whites, the broad-breasted whites, that I selected these 2 out of. So
we're talking with Cole Cooper, is a turkey farmer for the Presidential Turkeys 2014, as they will be pardoned by President Barack Obama as we get ready for Thanksgiving. Now, Cole, you got to talk to me about the traveling experience. What's it like getting in the car with these 2 birds, and more importantly, how do you go about doing it?
Well, we used a minivan, so we took and put tarps down and plastic down, and then pretty much taped it all the way around the sides, put shavings down, and then the birds got free run of the whole back of the minivan. And then me and my brother drove just a little over 9 hours down here yesterday. So it was an interesting drive, let's put it that way.
And the 2 turkeys behaved pretty well?
Yeah, they really did. They actually rode real nice. I've been traveling with birds for quite a few months now, going to different schools and doing different functions. So these actual 2 birds, this was their first trip. So I wanted them to have one trip and be done. I didn't want them to have any other trips except for the main big one. And kind of the ending goal is to get them down here. They're happy, they're healthy, and so far so good. So
during the break, what people don't know is we actually recorded the birds, the turkeys, and so they talk right on cue.
Yep. Well, I've got them to the point almost that I can whistle and I can get them to gobble. So they almost get tired of me doing it because everybody's like, "Oh, do it again," and I can do it 1 or 2 times, and then they're usually like, "All right, we're over it." So then I have to kind of leave them alone for a little bit, and then I can come back and whistle, and they'll do it again for me.
Cooper Farms again in the spotlight. We're talking with Cole Cooper as the Presidential Turkeys for 2014 coming from Mercer County. It's a great thing. And talking about this entire process, Cole, has there been something that you've enjoyed most, or something that sticks out?
Probably just the time I got to spend with, I guess, the community or team members at Cooper Farms. They've kind of followed us along with this, and then just being with the birds itself. It's what us Coopers do. It's my family heritage. It's where I come from. So we truly enjoy being around the animals, and I truly enjoy the turkeys. So it's just being able to have the opportunity is a huge deal. But then getting to kind of spend time at my hobby, I guess, on the side has been even funner. So
now I was going to ask your dad this question, but I'm going to ask you because it can go both ways. Are you looking for? Is there something in particular that you want to do? I mean, I know going to the White House, that's a pretty cool honor.
Yeah, it's a huge honor actually. Not everybody gets this opportunity. So I don't know. Probably the neatest thing would be able to bump elbows with the President of the United States. Not everybody says they get to do that, but hopefully maybe get a kind of a personal tour. I think that'd be really neat.
Well, you guys are going to have to tell us about that experience when it all happens, and best of luck. And Cole, thank you so much for taking time out of your day and talking with us. I'm sure this has been a lot of fun. And before I let you go, anything else that you'd like to throw out there? Maybe something that we didn't talk about.
I appreciate you guys taking interest, and it's always fun to kind of showcase what we do. You know, we've been in business for 76 years. It started with my grandpa, so I think that he would be pretty proud of all of us if he got to see what we're doing these days. You know, back when he only had 300 turkeys, and now we're doing you know, millions of turkeys. So it's grown into quite the company and quite the family culture. So we just, you know, we love what we do, and we love to kind of promote the whole turkey industry and teach turkey, I guess. So
Cole, it's been a joy talking to you, and best of luck at the White House.
I appreciate it, sir, and thanks for taking interest.
Folks, you want to learn more information, go online. They got a ton of stuff posted on their website, cooperfarms.com, from Meet the Flock to what's happening, turkey info, kids' corner section to the history of the presidential turkey process, cooperfarms.com, again, that website. We are off the next 2 days for Thanksgiving, and then the Friday after, we'll be back with you for Community Ties next Monday. Up next, your Midday Farm Show. This is Tiger Country.